morning, ladies and gentlemen. For everyone in the foyer, would you like to make your way into the conference hall? We will be starting in just a few minutes. You'd like to grab some coffee, some tea, and a couple of snacks and make your way into the hall. We'll be starting in just a minute. Thank you. All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. For everyone still in the
when understood, can be made smaller, more manageable. At Control Union, we take a more rational approach to make this happen. We look at the how, the why, the when, and the where. We question not just what can be done to solve problems, but how to prevent them. That means not just doing, it means thinking, taking ownership, and innovating. If we change the way we view the world, we have the opportunity to see things differently. Growing population, globalization, pressure on crop yields, food safety, sustainability, and amplified social and ethical standards have all put pressure on companies to perform better, with greater emphasis on transparency, traceability, and compliance in the way they operate across the supply chain from raw material to the end user. The key challenge facing commodity industries today is to meet the need for a set of common standards for worldwide operations in commodity inspections, certifications, collateral services, industrial inspections, and logistics, and to achieve it in an environment where local regulations and conditions vary widely from country to country. Our people have a wealth of experience and knowledge which has been built up over many years, and they are our greatest asset. They understand our business and, more importantly, the needs of our customers, and they have helped us develop Control Union into a global, decentralized entity. But what do we mean by that? We mean that we have become a cohesive organization where people are valued and empowered, and where everyone has a voice. Control Union people are encouraged to use their unique local experience and knowledge to find and deliver the best service solutions, serving our multinational clients both domestically and globally, constantly finding the right solutions in a complex, dynamic, and changing world. Control Union, supply and value chain solutions built by individuals who care. With offices in over 70 countries, Control Union has unrivaled experience across commodity supply chains. At Control Union, we offer a wide range of certification services, which are accepted in nearly every country across the globe. We understand the needs of our clients and offer an impartial and objective service to provide what our customers need when they need it. We have several accreditations worldwide, and this gives us the flexibility and agility to deliver on time, every time. For us at Control Union, it's about providing a high-quality service with a focus on sustainability for our customers across a wide range of programs, including agriculture, aquaculture, food safety, feed, forestry, textile.
All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Sustainable Action Conference 2024. Yang Berhormat Datuk Chan Fong Hin, Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Plantations and Commodities of Malaysia, His Excellency Jacques Werner, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Malaysia, His Excellency Rafael Tristan Da, the Ambassador of the Delegation of the European Union to Malaysia, Mr. Dirk Teerhut, Managing Director for Control Union Asia Holdings, Mr. Supun Nigamuni, Managing Director of Control Union Malaysia, and Senior Technologist Shamsul Baha, Group Chief Executive Officer of Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Corporation, Mr. Marco Winter, Executive Director of Malaysian Dutch Business Council, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri, Dato', Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, session chairs, speakers, delegates, and friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a very good morning and warm welcome to the opening ceremony of the Sustainable Action Conference 2024. Now, the Sustainable Action Conference is set to promote a sustainable future together, raising awareness, overcoming challenges, showcasing solutions, sharing success stories, and fostering collaborations for a greener tomorrow. So without further ado, we would like to invite His Excellency Jacques Werner, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Malaysia, to deliver his introductory remarks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. YB Datuk Chan Fung Hin, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Plantation and Commodities in Malaysia. Dear colleague Rafael Der, EU Ambassador to Malaysia. Mr. Dirk Teerhut, Managing Director of Control Union Asia Holdings. Supun Nigamuni, Managing Director, Control Union Malaysia. Shamsul Baha, Group Executive Officer, Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Corporation. Marco Winter, who's not there, Executive Director, Malaysia Dutch Business Council. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri, Datuk, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, session chairs, speakers, delegates, and friends of the media. Let's get started. I'm delighted to see all of you here as we gather for the Sustainable Action Conference in conjunction with the MDBC MISA Awards. The excellent conference program has been prepared well and will demonstrate that our environment and economy are completely connected. It's my firm belief that at the end of this day, you will feel even stronger that climate action also makes economic sense. This is, once again, the hottest decade in human history. Global warming poses grave threats to our environment, health, security, economy, and livelihoods. The most vulnerable communities and women are hardest hit. The future cost of inaction is simply too high. Together, we must make bolder action at the same scale as the climate crisis itself. With good measures, we can harness our energy, talents, and innovative power for ambitious climate action and boost economic growth and employment. While the transition towards a green and future-proof economy requires us to make significant investments, the longer-term benefits outweigh the short-term challenges. Green growth will lead to healthier cities, increased food security, and innovative, sustainable business opportunities. It pays off to run ahead of the curve. Businesses all over the world are seizing the opportunities of increasing demand for sustainable products and services, as well as understanding the benefits of better resource productivity, circular economy, less waste, and smarter energy consumption. International cooperation is a cornerstone of effective climate action. Together, we can strengthen alliances, educate communities, and actively reach out to governments, institutions, and organizations. Together, we can co-create solutions, build sustainable value chains, forge climate-resilient investment deals, and empower societies worldwide to protect our planet and achieve economic prosperity today and in the future. The Paris Agreement and the UN Sustainable Development Goals affirmed the Dutch commitment to leave no one behind in our quest to keep global warming in check and build more climate resilience. Within the European Union, the Netherlands and like-minded EU member states worked hard to raise the EU climate ambition to at least 55% emission reduction in 2030, compared to 1990 levels, and to set a climate neutrality target for 2050. I'm sure my colleague from the EU delegation, Di Rafael, will share more about this later today. At our embassy here in Malaysia, we try to walk the talk as well. Earlier this week, we concluded the 7th Malaysia-Netherlands Water Dialogue. We are proud to have co-hosted this landmark event with Petra, the Ministry of Energy Transition and Water Transformation, bringing together key experts and stakeholders from Malaysia and the Netherlands to discuss critical water security challenges amidst climate change, including flood mitigation and flood prevention. On the 3rd of September, our embassy will organize an Orange Talk, in which we will look at innovative and sustainable solutions in different parts of the palm oil supply chain. And of course, you're all invited. Another example of our work on sustainable palm oil is the NISCOPS program. This program runs in Indonesia, Malaysia, Colombia, and Ghana. With NISCOPS, we want to demonstrate that the palm oil sector can contribute to the SDGs and climate ambitions of the Paris Agreement, whilst also improving the livelihoods of smallholder farmers and workers in the whole of Malaysia. All these projects have a common denominator: collaboration, innovation, and contributing to a better world. I hope that these examples will inspire the Sustainable Action Conference today to discuss climate action and change solutions from a perspective of collaboration and innovation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for such timely remarks of our global call to action and for leading the charge with your embassy in those remarkable projects. Now, may I please invite Mr. Supun Nigamuni, Managing Director of Control Union Malaysia, to deliver the welcome address for Sustainable Action Conference 2024.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, I'm here today to basically welcome you for this great event. It's going to be a long day. We are going to start with the Sustainable Action Conference 2.0, as well as followed by Malaysia Innovation and Sustainability Awards, organized by the Malaysian Dutch Business Council. It's an honor to welcome you all for the Sustainable Action Conference 2024 as we gather here around the central theme that driving this event, turning sustainability commitments into actionable change. At Control Union Malaysia, the theme resonates deeply. Our journey in Malaysia began in 1987, making us one of the earliest operations in Asia for Control Union. From those humble beginnings, we have actually now gone into a cohesive organization with more than 180 dedicated employees across East and West Malaysia, strategically located covering all ports of Malaysia. Today, Control Union, as an independent risk manager, provides certifications, commodity inspections, industrial inspections, pest control, collateral services, and most importantly, knowledge sharing initiatives through the Control Academy, helping to build capacity within the industry. Our journey has been one of collaboration, of adaptability, addressing Malaysia's unique challenges while contributing to global sustainability efforts, where Malaysia remains a cornerstone in our footprint. And it's a testament that we shared a commitment of our partners and stakeholders driving impactful solutions. And today, the industry faces big dilemma, and the industry needs to be agile. The sustainability landscape is evolving rapidly, driven by shifting regulatory demands, increasing stakeholder expectations, and urgent environmental challenge. Public and private policies are adapting, and the businesses need to embrace agility to stay ahead. What we see as key drivers: the regulatory changes, both public and private policy, sustainable financing. Stakeholders are now expect greater transparency and accountability of ESG practices, compliance with new indicators from anti-corruption to energy management to emissions management, and businesses are increasingly evaluated on material sustainability matters. And in the same time, we also see evolving market and stakeholder realities where business models must integrate ESG to remain competitive while addressing changing consumer and investor priorities. So every industry faces its own dilemma. There are drivers for every industry. Palm oil is a very important footprint for us in Malaysia, and we all know how palm oil is actually being criticized as a controversial crop. It's the most efficient crop in the world, which uses 6.6% of the world's land, but produces 38% of oil. But it's a commodity that is under constant stress, and it also, which is not wrong. Industry has actually gone through the phases, but industry has actually evolved to address the concerns of land grabbing, labor concerns, and the other social and food safety requirements. So we, as the largest certification body operating for palm oil globally, as well as for biofuels and biomass certification, through our services, we try to address the gaps which inherent in the industry towards betterment. It's not just for palm oil or a forestry, and Malaysia is actually a hotspot for migrant workers. We have so many of these concerns which the industry has actually, not just the plantation and the forestry industries, but basically all manufacturing industries as a whole, that we are facing these challenges. That's where certifications and labels have actually emerged to basically provide that promise to your proof. And the dynamics changed. The Ambassador Yap Werner highlighted on the Malaysia's ambitions for climate change. And we see that we are on a very ambitious pathway to reduce 45% of our emissions compared to 2005 levels by 2030, to be a low carbon economy and to be a net zero economy by 2050. And the report was out before the previous COP was clearly stating that if we commit to our conditional and unconditional commitments, as well as all the other private and public pledges, we will still be at 2 degrees. It will not be at the level that we want to be at 1.5 degrees. So this is where there's a drive in the industry and a lot of support from the government institution, which we acknowledge from the Malaysian contingent, and on the net zero pathway, as well as with the core competencies of Malaysia. Malaysia stands a big chance in generating a seizable portion of carbon credits, which we are seeing the first projects coming from Sabah. And in the same time, another issue, the issues of plastic, which plastic is actually, in the sense, we have our criticisms against plastic, but it's actually the most durable, the cheapest packaging material which is out there. But there's an inherent problem with actually managing plastic waste. So that's where we, as the global leader in terms of recycling certifications, are actually working in improving these dynamics, in providing that sustainability across these areas. There's more and more demand coming from regulatory requirements, whether it's EUDR and CSDDD, especially for the companies in Europe, and also CBAM requirements are also coming up, which commodities of Malaysia is actually under scrutiny. And Malaysia has always been a choke point in the global palm oil and rubber sector, where we have actually been constantly threatened and affected by aspects like CBP blocks. So that's where there's a lot of push towards proper claims and assuring these claims. And I believe we have a lot of experience now with rubber, with palm oil, and various other commodities. We are at a position that we can actually influence that change. We can influence that industry leadership. Our message to the industry always as a partner in your success is that being stakeholder inclusive, being transparent, integrating sustainability not just as a department but integrating into your core mix is of paramount importance and is actually the only way to survive and thrive. And compliance, there's no saying no. If you think compliance is difficult, just try non-compliance. So it's not just from the Europe and the destination markets. We see in Malaysia as well, these are actually building up quite nicely. That's the rationale for Sustainable Action Conference. That's why we thought like-minded parties got together last year. We set up the Sustainable Action Conference to basically drive change, communicate on the impact, and communicate of what can be done to basically overcome these challenges, what we are actually facing. So in November last year, exactly 1 year ago, we set up the Sustainable Action Conference, which was a grand success, and it was actually themed as a carbon neutral, plastic neutral event and a non-profit event where all the proceeds that was raised actually went to charity to kickstart Sabah Tunku Abdul Rahman Marine Park and Plastic Neutrality Initiative and Fish Bombing Free Initiative. These initiatives takes a long journey to realize, but we were very happy to contribute and to enable to kickstart. So what do we have today? And throughout the day, you will hear from high impact speakers and engage in discussions that will leave you informed and inspired. Sustainable Action Conference will cover a broad range of sectors, so we are industry agnostic, but we have participations here physically as well as joining remotely from federal and state governments, regulatory bodies, municipal councils, sectors like financial and investment sectors, manufacturing, agriculture and forestry, energy and utilities, construction and infrastructure, and tourism and hospitality. These industries will be explored through 3 very high-profile plenary sessions, 4 impactful panels, which we have 20 speakers speaking today on 4 themes of finance, sustainable financing, sustainable production and energy transition, agriculture and forestry, and also rural and urban development. And then we are also happy that since we have collaborated with Malaysia Innovation and Sustainability Awards, you will hear from aspiring companies on the success that they have had on the ESG narrative, where they will be pitching your success stories to you, which you will actually be inspired, and you will also be in a position to vote which initiatives are actually the best. And I would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Carbon Space, Epic Berhad, Saxon Renewables, Sarah Carbon, and Corsair, as well as our supporting partners, the Malaysian Dutch Business Council, the Embassy of Netherlands to Malaysia, and Malaysia Green Technology Corporation for their invaluable support making this event possible. Like last year, our commitment once again is to make it carbon neutral event. And we are very happy to say that the entire footprint, you have all been asked to report your footprint when you are coming to this particular event. And thorough calculation and vetting will be done by our control unit team. And we are happy to partner with Saxon Renewables to fully offset the emissions of this event through the Malaysian generated high integrity carbon offsets from Kuamut Rainforest, which is the first nature-based carbon project in the country. In addition, there will be 1 carbon offset from Kuamut will be retired on behalf of each speaker to recognize their valuable contributions to this event's discussions. This year, SAC, Sustainable Action Conference Transformative Impact Award, will be decided by the audience. Voting, which will start at 4 p.m. today and will be announced during the MISA dinner. The award from Control Union and its supporting partners is valued at 50,000 ringgit, will go into one of the shortlisted projects. I would like to announce the 3 shortlisted projects: Dignity for Children Foundation, the Lost Food Project Malaysia, and Worldwide Fund for Nature Malaysia, WWF Malaysia. By the end of the today, I hope you will not leave just with knowledge about sustainability, but with neurons firing and hearts inspired, ready to drive change in your organization, industries, and communities. Together, let's take sustainability beyond commitments into action because the future demands nothing less. Thank you and welcome to SAC 2024.
Thank you so much for such inspiring words, Mr. Supun, and reminding all of us that Control Union is an amicable, supportive ally in driving climate action in Malaysia. Now, on behalf of us all, may I have the honor to invite Yang Berhormat Datuk Chan Fong Hin, Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Plantation and Commodities of Malaysia, to deliver an opening address and launch the Sustainable Action Conference 2024.
His Excellency Rafael, Ambassador of the European Union to Malaysia, His Excellency Jack, Ambassador of Kingdom of the Netherlands to Malaysia, Mr. De, Managing Director of Control Union Asia Holdings, and Mr. Supun, MD of Control Union Malaysia. Distinguished speakers, panelists, delegates, members of the Sustainable Action Conference Organizing Committee, ladies and gentlemen. Salam Malaysia Madani, and a very good morning to every one of you. So it's my distinct honor to be here at the Sustainable Action Conference 2024, a platform that exemplifies the unity and collaboration needed to advance sustainability in an era of immense global challenges. This event, co-organized by Control Union Malaysia and the Malaysian Dutch Business Council (MDBC), and supported by the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands and the Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Corporation (MGTC), reflects the true spirit of partnership and commitment to creating a sustainable future. Taking place alongside the MDBC Innovation and Sustainability Awards, MISA, today's conference embodies the theme, Transforming Pledges into Action, Realizing a Sustainable Future. This theme resonates deeply with Malaysia's ongoing sustainability efforts, particularly in the agri-commodity sector. I commend the organizers for designing a curated program that bridges the gap between vision and action, empowering attendees to transform sustainability commitments into tangible results. Ladies and gentlemen, the Malaysian agri-commodity sector has been a cornerstone of our economic development for decades. Palm oil, rubber, timber, cocoa, pepper are not only essential to Malaysia's sub-exports, but also provide livelihoods to millions, particularly smallholders in the rural areas. These commodities symbolize our strength, resilience, and global reach. However, with great opportunity comes great responsibility. Global markets increasingly demand sustainable and ethically sourced products, creating new challenges but also unprecedented opportunities for innovation. It is vital that Malaysia not only adapts but also leads by example. Our focus has shifted to strategies that ensure the agri-commodity sector remains sustainable, inclusive, and globally competitive. The Ministry of Plantation and Commodities has long recognized the need for strategic policies that align with both economic and environmental goals. In line with the National Agri-Commodity Policy, DAKN 2021 to 2030, the Ministry, in collaboration with key industry players, is committed to advancing digital transformation, adopting market-driven strategies, and integrating environmental, social, and governance (ESG) principles into its practices. By embracing advanced technologies such as precision agriculture, drone monitoring, and IoT-based soil sensors, we are ensuring that Malaysian commodities remain globally competitive while maintaining high sustainability standards. These innovations not only enhance palm oil production, but also significantly reduce our reliance on foreign labor, marking a transformative step towards self-sufficiency and efficiency. Just 2 days ago, my minister, Datuk Seri Johari Abdul Ghani, launched an AI-based smart palm oil mill in Kuala Kangsar. Remarkably, this mill has been in operation for 41 years, yet it demonstrates forward thinking by investing between 4 million ringgit Malaysia and 5 million to transform into a facility powered by artificial intelligence. So this transformation reflects the industry's commitment to modernization and sustainability. And each year, the Malaysian Palm Oil Board, MPOB, spearheads groundbreaking research and development initiatives showcased through its annual Transfer of Technology (TOT) program. These innovations are pivotal in diversifying the palm oil market, enabling its applications to extend beyond traditional food uses and opening up new opportunities across various industries. Central to our sustainability efforts is the Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil (MSPO) certification, a mandatory initiative that underscores our commitment to producing palm oil responsibly. This certification represents the government's dedication to ensuring that Malaysia's entire palm oil production chain complies with legal regulations, particularly those focused on environmental conservation. This includes the adherence to the European Union Deforestation-Free Regulation, EUDR. The ministry also prioritizes good agricultural practices, GAP, and comprehensive environmental management plans. These include raising the awareness about environmental impacts, promoting zero burn practices, and implementing scheduled waste management strategies. The Malaysian Palm Oil Board, MPOB, has published a detailed guide on GAP, which has been distributed to palm oil plantation operators across the country. This guide serves as an industry reference, particularly in efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from plantation activities. And recently, the Malaysian Palm Oil Council, MPOC, participated for the first time in the 29th Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC COP29. This milestone highlights Malaysia's leadership in sustainable palm oil production and its commitment to global climate goals. Malaysia remains steadfast in its commitment to sustainable palm oil production and aligns with global targets, including achieving a 45% reduction in carbon intensity relative to GDP by 2030 and preserving at least 50% of the nation's forest cover. Additionally, we are advancing a circular economy through initiatives such as the National Biomass Action Plan 2023 to 2030. This plan integrates biomass utilization into Malaysia's energy transition goals, contributing to a low-carbon future. By turning waste into wealth, we are harnessing used cooking oil and palm oil mill effluent pomace to produce biofuels, sustainable aviation fuel, further strengthening our sustainability agenda. Smallholders remain central to our policies, with targeted programs designed to provide them with essential resources, training, and access to sustainable markets. By empowering smallholders, we ensure that the benefits of sustainable practices are inclusive and far-reaching. Sustainability is more than an aspiration. It is a call to action. Today's event exemplifies this commitment through a thoughtfully designed program featuring forums, case studies, and pitching sessions that transform pledges into measurable progress. Discussions on crafting impactful sustainability stories, validating efforts, and achieving carbon neutral goals equip attendees with the practical tools to enhance their sustainability initiatives. The conference also highlights real-world case studies from industry leaders offering actionable insights into successful practices. The Sustainable Action Conference, SAC, is more than a gathering. It is a purposeful movement driving progress. This year's SAC emphasizes carbon neutrality while tackling critical issues like green financing, deforestation-free supply chains, and community empowerment. By convening experts from diverse sectors, SAC fosters practical insights and innovative solutions. It challenges participants to address interconnected challenges with holistic approaches, setting new benchmarks for sustainability both in Malaysia and globally. International collaboration is also a cornerstone of sustainable progress. The Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands and organizations like the Malaysian-Dutch Business Council exemplify how partnerships across borders can drive innovation and align efforts. Their expertise in sustainability and circular economy principles offers invaluable lessons as Malaysia transitions toward greener practices. Ladies and gentlemen, as we reflect on the opportunities presented today, I urge every stakeholder to take decisive action. To industry leaders, I encourage you to prioritize innovation and lead with responsibility, setting examples for sustainable practices. And to smallholders and communities, your active participation is critical to achieving inclusivity and resilience in this sustainability journey. To our international partners, let us continue to strengthen our collaboration and create synergies that integrate sustainability into global trade and development frameworks. As Deputy Minister, I pledge the Ministry's unwavering support to ensure that Malaysia remains a global leader, not only in agri-commodity production, but also in sustainability, innovation, and inclusivity. In closing, I want to commend the organizers of SAC 2024 and MISA for their vision and dedication to advancing the sustainability agenda. This event is a powerful reminder that meaningful change is possible when we come together with a shared purpose. With this, it is my great honor to officially declare the Sustainable Action Conference 2024 open. Let us use this platform to reaffirm our commitments and take actionable steps toward a greener, more equitable future. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, YB, for such inspiring words and for illuminating the opportunities we have in front of us. YB, if you'd like to remain on stage with us for the launch, may I invite His Excellency Ambassador Jacques Werner, His Excellency Raphael Tristan, Mr. Dirk Tyhut, and Mr. Supun Nigamuni to come on stage to accompany YB. Now that everyone's ready, YB, whenever you're ready, please place your palm on the touchpad on the count of 3. All right, if everyone's ready in the room, YB in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Sustainable Action Conference 2024, where bold pledges meet impactful actions to shape a sustainable future for Malaysia and the world. Organized by Control Union in partnership with the Malaysian Dutch Business Council, the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands in Malaysia, and MGTC, SAC 2024 is a collective commitment to driving real progress on sustainable development, supported by key sponsors.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, can we give them a big, warm round
This
of applause?
conference brings together leaders, experts, and visionaries to transform aspirations.
The Sustainable Action Conference 2024 is now
For over 35
officially
years,
launched.
Control Union has been
And
a
now while we
trusted
get our
leader in
group
Malaysia,
photographs.
committed to advancing industries through sustainable practices and risk management. As an independent powerhouse in certification, commodity and industrial inspections, and collateral services, Control Union offers clients across sectors the expertise to navigate their sustainability journey with confidence. From agriculture and forestry to manufacturing and energy, Control Union empowers industries with market-leading assurance services, from sustainability certifications to inspections, ensuring that Malaysian businesses are aligned with global best practices. Building on last year's impactful discussions, SAC 2024 is set to make an even greater impact, with 4 focused sessions, each targeting key sustainable development goals and ESG priorities. SAC 2024 brings fresh insights into the urgent challenges and opportunities within sustainable finance, responsible production, eco-friendly agriculture, and community empowerment. Session 1, Financing the Future, Sustainable Investments and Risk Management. Led by financial experts, this session explores ESG-driven investments, green bonds, and climate risk mitigation strategies. It's a pathway to harnessing finance for sustainable projects, driving growth aligned with SDG 13 on climate action and SDG 9 on industry resilience. Session 2, Sustainable Production and Resource Management. Innovators in manufacturing, mining, and energy sectors discuss resource efficiency, renewable integration, and circular economy models. This session propels us toward responsible production, advancing SDG 7 for clean energy and SDG 12 for sustainable consumption. Session 3, Greening the Land, Sustainable Practices in Agriculture and Forestry. Addressing land use, reforestation, and sustainable sourcing. This session promotes responsible agriculture and forest conservation, ensuring alignment with SDG 15 for life on land and SDG 12 for ethical resource use. Session 4, Empowering Communities, Sustainable Development in Urban and Rural Areas. Leaders in tourism, construction, and urban planning share insights into sustainable urban development and eco-friendly tourism, advancing SDG 11 for sustainable cities and SDG 17 for building meaningful partnerships. In partnership with the Malaysian Dutch Business Council, the MISA Awards highlight breakthrough sustainability solutions and recognize those who drive industry change. From social impact to environmental excellence, these awards underscore the power of innovation in sustainability. Join us for the evening awards and networking dinner, where leaders, sponsors, and innovators come together to build partnerships, explore opportunities, and celebrate excellence in sustainable practices. SAC 2024, organized by Control Union, a name synonymous with sustainability leadership in Malaysia. Don't miss your chance to be part of this transformative event and drive a sustainable legacy forward.
All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is a truly impactful day ahead of us. Now, as a gesture of appreciation for supporting the Sustainable Action Conference 2024, our guest of honor will now be presented with a token of appreciation by our organizers, Mr. Dirk Teerhut, Managing Director for Control Union Asia Holdings, and Mr. Supun Nigamuni, Managing Director of Control Union Malaysia. All right, thank you very much, YB. And to all our VIPs for accompanying him as well. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a truly impactful day ahead of us. So let's kick things off. We shall begin